The wind howled through the palm trees of Obioma village, carrying with it whispers of a past that many tried to forget. At the edge of the village stood an old hut, half swallowed by wild grass and silence. No one went near it. Children were warned never to play close. Women crossed themselves when they fetched water from the nearby stream. But only a few remembered why. Only a few remembered Nika, the girl they had buried alive. Nika was born on a stormy night. Her mother, Adaubi, bled too much and died moments after the child's first cry filled the hut. The midwife shook her head. An old woman muttered, "It's a bad sign. She came with death." And so, from her first breath, Nika was cursed by whispers. She grew up in silence, quiet, pale, with large eyes that saw everything and spoke nothing. Her father, Ez, drank more each year. He beat her when the crops failed. He blamed her when his goats went missing. He called her a witch when he fell ill. And the villagers believed it too. When Nika turned 7, a child in the village suddenly died after playing near her. That night, the elders gathered. Thunder rolled across the sky like a drum of doom. "She has the mark of the spirit world," the chief said. "We must do what our ancestors did. She is a child," shouted an old woman. But they ignored her. In the early morning, before the sun could rise, they dragged Nika from her mat. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. Her eyes were wide, her breath soft. They took her to the Oljim pit behind the forest. They tied her hands. They dropped her in. And they buried her alive. The villagers walked away. The rain began to fall, and the earth kept her secret. But that was not the end. 3 months later, strange things began to happen. Crops withered overnight. Women miscarried. The stream dried in the dry season and flooded in the wet. Drums cracked during festivals. The masquerade fell on its face during the New Year ritual, a shameful omen. The villagers whispered again. This time, they whispered with fear. They had buried a child, and the land remembered. 10 years passed. The hut where Nika had once lived stood empty. But one night, a child went missing near the forest and came back crying, saying she saw a girl with eyes like a full moon and a voice like wind. Another child said, "She touched my forehead and the fever left." The villagers were terrified, but they also hoped. Was it Nika? Was she alive? Or had the gods kept her spirit in the soil? One night, the same old woman who had tried to stop the burial stood by the yam pit. She dropped her walking stick and fell to her knees. "Nika," she whispered, "if you are there, forgive us. Forgive this foolish village. You were only a child." And then the wind rose. Leaves spun in a circle, and from the pit came the smell of roses and earth. Not death. Forgiveness. From that day on, the village changed. The crops grew again. The river flowed sweet and clean. And every other years,